Oh, it was either this or clean. And I've cleaned a lot already today. And I'm not outside, so yeah. I still got some to clean though. About a good 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh,
And
maybe.
then I'll be done.
Maybe I'll clean with you after I
Oh,
play.
you may clean with me? Your room here is a mess. It's not counting cleaning up the toy room. Went outside a lot today. Went to the Peach Festival, which was hot. Hot. Everyone was cranky. Came home, got rehydrated. Then we went to the park. Got a little sun there. And now we're back. I'm tired. Missy says, "Hey, why don't we go out to eat?" With 4 kids, 5 and under? No. I want a peaceful dinner. You gonna come say hello?
No.
I know. I'll talk about yesterday. Hey, fine additions. All right, come here. Say hello. What all did you do today? Oh, you got your face
Me and
painted.
Mom are ready and we're watching a movie downstairs.
What movie you gonna watch?
Mama did not tell me.
Didn't tell her.
We went to the carnival and got face painted.
Face painting. What'd you get on your face?
Bumblebee and Meridian got Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. What did I get on my face?
You got a monster.
I didn't get my face painted.
Actually, you got a rainbow. It's cute.
Oh, yeah. How do you like it? Is this your first time to read it?
No.
What's that say?
Piper.
Piper. Someone said hello to Piper.
Yay! That's me.
Say, hey, Bernardo.
Hey, Nana.
You used to talk to him when you were little. Do you remember him?
Mm.
You used to talk to him.
Hey, Marco.
Hello. Dark greetings. Hey, hey. Met this guy today. Awesome. He's with his kids. By the way, Kelly, I forgot. My wife thinks that your kid was in one of her little, because she helped out with the Rustin group. And so I told her I didn't know. She went, well, you didn't ask? That wasn't one of the questions at the top of my mind there. And she could have come over and said hello. But he saw me with all 4 today. I think he saw me cutting a rug with the 2 youngest ones because my little girl wanted to shake it off, man, in the streets. But yes, and we're going to be meeting up for some game days, which I can't wait. Oh, another hey Piper. Someone else says Piper. Oh, another says hello, Miss Piper. Oh, everyone's saying hello to Piper. And then someone said dark greetings. She goes, what's that? Dark greetings.
What's that?
Okay, right on. I'm 100% for that. The next vintage Voltron we do. Kelly's on it. I'm sending him an invite. I'll send him an invite. Definitely. Oh, really? Where at Legends Con last year? That's happening. That's happening. Yeah. So I texted my nephew this morning at 10, past his wake up time. That's fine. Past his wake up time, and asked him if he wanted to play games. He never responded back. He would respond back if I said movie, but board games he doesn't really do much anymore. So, but I thought I'd test it. But I did play a lot of games yesterday. Yesterday for my birthday, we got a lot of games played. It was a lot of fun. Oh, Phoenix Fan Fusion. Okay, right on. Wait, I haven't met you, have I? Do I know you? Awesome. He's gonna break into Star Wars there. So next week we did a more civilized age, Matthew, and I said I should just start sending him invites like every night we do it. Just to see if he'll show up. Just to see. Ryan says hello, by the way. I didn't? Okay. I was in Phoenix for years working. And I went to Comic Cons and gaming. I went to the Phoenix game fair or whatever, gaming convention or whatever. And what's his name? Game Boy Geek lives in Phoenix. So he was there and I got to meet Dan, and that was really awesome. And I got to play a lot of great games at the Phoenix Gaming Fair, or whatever it was called. And I went a while. And in fact, it was in Mesa, I believe. I think it was called the Phoenix Game Fair or Game Expo. Yeah, that may sound right. And oh yeah, thank you. Maybe, yeah, that's what it's called. And had a lot of fun. Played a lot of games. Went by myself. Was supposed to go with the group, but the group couldn't make it. Just had a fun. That's when I first played Sagrada. Sagrada had been out for maybe a year, and I thought, man, that game looks dumb. And we played it, and I was like, whoa. Another game I found there that I still have in my collection is Desperados of Dicetown, which is better than Dicetown. Desperados of Dicetown is so good, and it was so much fun. I kept playing it after it was over. So I got another group to play with me, and it's so weird because it's Yahtzee style in a way where you're just rolling the die, but it's such a fun game. But those two games I found at the Phoenix Comic Con. Well, I will. No, I wish I have one more Gen Con trip in me, and I have several BGG Spring Cons left in me. And I didn't get to go this year. I hate it. There's an outside chance I could go next year. And then a good chance I'll go the year after that because the kids will get older. As the kids get older, they become more self-sufficient, and hopefully my wife can handle them on her own, so then I can go. But I hate that I missed this year's. Well, I've met Stackpole. He's a really nice guy. Oh, cool. Play you some Rummikub. My grandmother loved Rummikub. That was her favorite game back in the day. I had the game for a while. I don't know what happened to it. I think it got lost. I may have left it at my mom and dad's because I think I played it last time I played it with my mom and grandma. Because when mom had her for the afternoon, I'd sometimes on Saturday afternoons come by and play a few rounds of Rummikub. I wasn't by then. I was probably just getting into board games. So yeah. Oh, I mean, Gen Con would be fun. It's not that I don't want to go. Gen Con would be a lot of fun. So what all did I play? We played a lot of stuff last night. And well, they all say the same. They all say, hey, you know what? Lucasfilm always has the right to change it and everything. They give the same response, or most of them do. I haven't asked them. I don't realize that. It's more like it's up to you, maybe. Maybe Stackpole says that. Usually they give some polite response not to make Lucasfilm mad. So, oh, he said it was canon, really. Well, that's good for him. I didn't know he would do that. Timothy Zahn won't say that. I don't think Kevin J. Anderson will either, to be honest. But I got, dang, let me look it up. I wrote it down. Piper, do you see the calendar on the top of the books over there? You know that calendar that's right there? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Come on. Look, right around the corner. Yep, on top of those books. You see that calendar? Got it?
This is really big card.
That's it. Come on, bring it over here. Oh,
This is card.
yeah, Jason Fry did a great book there. Is it out? Hold on. I do watch The Boys. I don't know if it's out. Is it out? It says bonus. I'm going to watch it when it comes out. I don't know if it's out yet. Oh, nice. Boys. Hello, Maxine. Oh, June 13th. Yeah, I'll watch it. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, nice. I played Fresco. I wanted to play with all the expansions, but the group told me they had never played Fresco with me before. I could have sworn they had, but they couldn't remember. So I didn't want to overwhelm them with all 17 expansions, which is what I wanted to play with. Viticulture, classic, love it, killed at that one. It's funny because I played with people who, again, they did not remember viticulture. Or maybe they did. They said maybe they did. I don't know. I guess I don't play these games as much with them as I do with others. But we played viticulture. They kept trying to get money, tons of money, and they weren't planting grapes, harvesting their fields, making wine, and fulfilling orders, which generates income. They were the hard way, slowly building up income to buy upgrades. And by the time they had bought not even all the upgrades, I had already had all the upgrades and had a huge lead. And someone did come close. I mean, I say close. He did make a big run at the end, but they were scrounging their money for some reason. It's like they didn't know how to play viticulture. And I explained the point. You want to plant, you want to get that wine press going. And they were so frustrated because the first turn you don't do that much. There's no rounds, there's not like 8 rounds and the game's over. I said you slowly build up and you can get more workers. One guy didn't get any workers. He just had 3 turns per round and just stayed like that. And then complained they never had enough money because he always spent it before winter came. Dude. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we play? Hold on. I didn't have a birthday stream, I don't think. I wanted to, but I didn't. I was too busy. Yes, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. I love it. Someone told me about it. I played Empire's Age of Discovery and lost for the first time in ages. And I know why. I got too tied up making money. And he made a grand play on, I think it was the very first turn. He did a lot of discoveries and he had a lot of majorities. He had all the majorities. I think I got second place in one. So I had 4 points and he had 24. And I was like, I'm in trouble. And I could not catch up. I mean, it was close. We were within 3 points of each other because he was really hurting on money, but he kept making discoveries, which kept giving him that money he needed. And I was just trying to ramp up. And I mean, I was cutting the lead every score. In the second age, I cut the lead down to like, it wasn't that much. I didn't cut the lead down to much, maybe 15, 14, 13. And I knew, I was like, oh, that wasn't enough. I dug into them like 7 points. I said, oh no. I said, if I do that again, and I upped it, and I was down by 3. So what did I score? Another 10 or so extra on top of his scoring. And it was my fault. I let him win. I let that guy run away with it. I tried coming back. He thought he said, "Oh," after the second score, and I'd cut a little bit of the lead. He went, "Oh," he said, "Uh-oh, here comes the Matt comeback." Because if I'm behind, I can sometimes catch up. But I was like, I don't know, because he really caught me off guard with that scoring. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Kevin Jansen really tied a lot of that in. Oh, really? I love Star Trek too. Don't get to talk about it as much. What else I play? Um, what is that? Oh, Meteora, which is this. It's a cheap little farming game with great pieces, and I love it. I love it because there's so many options to do in the game, and I ended up winning by about 12 points. Not, I didn't blow anyone away, and in fact, my last move saved. I won the horse show at the end, which was 25 points, and I was behind by whatever, 13 points, and then I caught up and won by 12. I think was the final score, but it was close. It was close. It came down from to me winning the horse show, for me to get, because you can grow crop, you can. We played with the mini expansions, which I don't think I'll play with again because they just weren't. No one went there, and they weren't worth going to. And then when we gave what was it? The super abilities and the in-game points. The in-game points aren't that big a deal. Like this girl missed her in-game point by like 1 or 2 whatevers, and she was so upset because she was trying really hard to get those in-game points, but she didn't realize those in-game points still would have lost the game. It was only 8 points. I still would have won by 4. So the in-game points, unless it's super close, aren't worth going for. So I didn't really just like any of those. I've never played with the little extras before, and this time I said, let's do it. And everyone's focus was off. Like I got locked out of a lot. It's a tight worker placement place, and I got locked out of a lot of places, and I started falling behind because there was 1 or 2 turns, rounds I didn't score at all, and I was like, oh my gosh, and they were kicking far and far ahead, but they kept trying to focus on their in-game points, which is like 8 or 10 points, and I was like, why would you do that? So at the very end, I scored a ton of points to catch up, because I was just looking at making you can grow livestock, sheep, chickens, cows. You can train horses. You can grow things like apples, wheat, grape. I think those are 3 things and work with any of those to change those into upgraded products, to change those into premium products and get tons of points. And and going to the market, I scored a ton of market cards at the end. We ran out of if anyone knows the game, we ran out of the C deck, which I've never seen happen before, but I just kept having to get every one of those orders completed. And I mean, the last few rounds, really, I did. I caught the Matt catch up. I caught up and won. But anyway, let me catch up with some of these. Going well. I'm going through that right now. It's going to be awful. Awful. I don't even like the original Lord of the Rings stuff, but I'm in the minority on that. I love the books, and I think the movie was sad for the wrong reasons. And I hate that Tom Bombadil is going to be in Rings of Power, because I love Tom. He deserves better. We played Century Spice Road with the new mini expansion called Golden Deals. That was fun. Golden Deal, if you discard a card, you sleeve all your cards, and you put these clear inserts now in the cards in the base game, and you can do this for the Sand Sea whatever thing too. So because it goes with all the expansions together. But in the base game, when you discard the guard, you get the golden deal, the thing at the bottom, which really helped me. I discarded. I got a lot of cards at the beginning, and then saw the upgrades on each one, and then I just started discarding them, and got a million golden deals at the end, and won the game. And that was close, but the only reason I won the game was because I used all those golden deals, and I wasn't the only one. There's a few other people who took advantage of the golden deal, but I started comboing my golden deals at the end and got a few contracts at the very end. So that was really fun for Century Spice Road. We played Raiders of the North Sea because my friends played Explorers of the North Sea at BGG Con, and they wanted to play Raiders again because that's my favorite. But they said they liked Explorers better, and I like Explorers too. I think Explorers is a great game, but for me, it, well, if I can remember the name of it, Raiders of the North Sea is still my favorite. Such a nice game. Uh, I don't know anything about that. I'll have to look it up. Tom Bombadil. Bombadil? Bombadil? Tom Bombadil. He's a merry fellow. What is it? His something's green, his boots are yellow. His hat is green. Is that what it is? His hat is red. His boots are yellow. No, I got rid of them. Got rid of them. I can't. I don't. I rarely play two-player games, and traded them all. Traded them all. So yeah, it's sad. My old game group came for my birthday. They played for my birthday, and we played a few games. But they saw that one whole shelf is now empty, devoid of games. There are two empty spaces on my big K-Lac shelves here, and that's for the new Marvel United coming out this month. And then my closet, which had some of my vintage games, has been shrunk down. I've shrunk my vintage game collection by a lot, almost half. But the thing is, a lot of those are rolling moves and two-player stuff and stuff I wasn't playing. And it's just part of the thing to consolidate the collection because I'm having less game nights than I used to now. When the both groups left, and this was supposed to happen at this time next year. And so I wasn't looking to recruit anyone. I wasn't heavily trying to recruit a board game group. And now it just caught me by surprise when everyone just up and quit. Not quit, they just couldn't come anymore. So I was like, oh no. So now I'm not playing as much. Yesterday was the best day ever. I got a lot of games played, and I will have to wait till I think Juneteenth. We're going to do something because one of them's off. I'm off. So we're going to play then. But that's another, more than 2 weeks away, almost 3 weeks. And it just sucks. I used to play every week, sometimes twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And now once every 3 weeks. I mean, with my friend Kelly who's on here, we'll probably do it in 2 weeks, I'm hoping. But yeah, board game group is gone, the regular one, and I miss that. I miss it so much. So now I'm trying to cobble together a few. I have one that they're a bunch of high school grads. They've been partying, doing stuff. They said they'd come back. They had a lot of graduation stuff going on in May, but and then summer trips. But I think they're all back now. So I think I'm going to ask them next week if they want to get back on because we were doing a few Fridays, which was great. So maybe get them back on to do a Friday because I've got some more games. I always got games I want to play. No, they don't understand. No one knows. No. Bombad. Oh yeah, there you go. Bombagil. Let me see. Yedo. I played Yedo. I love Yedo. You're a group of basically assassins or ninjas creating going to certain spots, taking on missions. Easy missions give you lots of money. That's a green mission. A yellow mission is easy. It'll net you maybe 1 point and give you some money. So it's a little bit of both. Reds are hard, and they usually only give you, they'll give you bigger points and a little bit of money. And then black is almost impossible, and they'll give you tons of points. But I completed 2 black. I killed the Shogun, which is one of the hardest things to do in the game. It was my first time ever to kill the Shogun. And it's 14 points or something. It's like a big move because most of them give you about 5 points. Even the black ones, usually the most they'll give you is 7 or 8. But this one's 14 points if you can kill the Shogun, and you have to have everything. And it took me a while, and that's how the game ended. And the old version, the game would end if you did. I mean, you won the game if you killed the Shogun, which I like that because anyone in last place could, win the game. But I guess people got upset that, some screw up just went for kill the Shogun and ended up winning, even though he didn't score anything else. So they stopped doing that. But killing the Shogun is not easy. I was foiled twice trying to kill the Shogun because you have to go into all the worker spaces that are super tight. That's where you have to go. So you need to go first like 3 times to make sure, because if anyone out of the other players fill up one of those spaces, you're screwed. You can't get in. And it's very hard to get into 3 of those 4 places I think you have to be in to kill the Shogun. And I mean, rightfully so. So, but I did get in that one time and killed the Shogun, which was a lot of fun. Let me see. What else you play? I can't wait for Deadpool Wolverine. I think it's going to be great. Oh, awesome. I love that novel. Anyway, I can feel the heat radiating off my skin. Kelly, did you get a suntan? I played Voyages of Marco Polo, dice placement game. A lot of fun. I won last minute. Someone gave me a run for my money. He'd never played before and got really good. And I barely won. I mean, barely at the end of the game. I had a great special ability, but I mean, that dude was running away with it. I mean, I think I won on the very last round. And I didn't think I was going to win either. He was really killing it. And that was it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I think that was it. So lots of fun. I did. I saw his commercial for it. I thought it was funny. That comes out later on in June. And July, they're reprinting. Not reprinting. They're coming back out with Neverending Story, which I want to see. I think Neverending Story is fun movie. I'd love to see it in theaters. I get more excited about older movies coming back to theaters than I do new movies. Alexa, when does the Ballerina movie come out?
The film Ballerina is scheduled to be released on June 7th, 2024.
Next week? Oh! I think I'm going to see that. Dang! I really want to see that. Hold on. How did I not know? Is that the same one? That's so, I mean, not weird that I didn't know. I guess I just never know. I don't see it. Let me see. It said June 7th, right? The Ballerina movie, John Wick. Oh, it's John Wick Presents the Ballerina. June 6, 2025. Well, that sucks. Never mind. Yeah, I see that now. Now. Can't get to it? Why not? Mm. Hey, Scott. I had, every time I have a face pop, ghost face pop, which I did today, I told my wife the same story. I said, this sends me back to Orlando every time. First time I ever tried it. And I had to down it. Scotty got me a ghost because he's a good guy that morning. And we met up to go to Universal Studios together. And so I granny sip those things for like 4 hours. Any energy drink, I will sip a little bit and have it in my hand most of the day. And that morning I drank it. And I was trying to drink a little bit more because I knew, we were going to hit the park in like an hour. And but we got to the gate and the guy goes, "You can't bring." It was not even. We're not in Universal Studios. We were at City Walk, and he goes, "You got to drink that. You can't bring it into the, restaurant portion or something." I was like, "What?" And Scott goes, "You just going down?" I was like, "Yes." I've never done that. I remember the last time I really just chugged an energy drink, and I don't know when this started, but for years I have just been. And you're thinking, Matt, isn't it flat and warm? I guess, but I still. Sometimes I nurse that sucker all day at work. I have one. I drink my two. Well, I drink a bottle of water in the morning, a bottle of water for lunch, and a bottle of water when I get home, and a bottle of water. 4 bottles of water a day, and I've had way more than that today. It was hot, but but through my like little dessert treat is my little energy drink, 0 sugar energy drink, and but I'm granny sipping it all day long, and but today but I remember chugging that face pop and going, woo, woo. Never forget that. That was a fun time though. Fathom Events is underrated. I love a lot of stuff they're bringing back out. Oh, got it. Hey, Teresa. Teresa did a video on why C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien had a split between each other. I thought they had gotten back together in the end, but it sounded like they did not. I don't recall the relationship. You obviously know more about than I do, but I thought they had remained friends afterwards. But of course, you know better than me. All right, here's the thing with James Gunn. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. I liked his DC Suicide Squad. So I'm interested. I hate Superman, though, is the problem. I hate Superman. I hated Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. I hated it. I hated it. I hate Zack Snyder. I don't like Zack Snyder. He did 2 good films. Dawn of the Dead, the remake, which was really good, and then 300, which was really good. And he hasn't made anything good since. It just wasn't the same. And Lays of Beleriand, book 3 of the History of Middle Earth. I believe, again, it's been a while since I've read it, but didn't C.S. Lewis write some of that too? Like there were letters back and forth between Lewis and Tolkien, and Lewis wrote back as a story of historians looking over the Lays of Beleriand and pointing out J.R.R. Tolkien's mistakes. Instead of just grading the paper, he wrote a story of 3 researchers talking to one another, debating on what the Lays of Beleriand meant here at this section. Or it's very confusing because didn't they say this earlier? Perhaps they meant this. And it was his way of correcting Tolkien's writings, which was nice. Their friendship I do recall reading a little bit about, but that is sad. Miss Martin Muses is the reason I cannot do a Lord of the Rings breakdown, because there's it. I say this all the time, but theirs was so good. It's just excuse me. It's so good. It's not worth me doing one, because I just copy what they said. I couldn't beat what they said. I am not interested. Why would you have this? Oh, nice. No, it didn't. I've been good, Lance. We just talked about you yesterday. All bad things. I'm kidding. How are you, sir? I know you haven't. Where have you been? I've been right here the whole time. I bought it for that joke, and I rarely, if ever, wear it. Now, I'll be honest, it's a little tight. It's a little tight, because I had that was one of the first videos I put on YouTube, and it's got what, like 500,000 views. It went viral back in the day. And but I bought it for that reason. And me is not as, I mean, I've still got my trim figure, but gone are the days of me slipping into a size 36. I'm now 38. A 36, on my best days after my diet, I could barely fit into a 36. I do have some pants that are still 36 now, and they're in my closet. They're usually dress pants. I need to go ahead and get rid of them, because gone are the days where I fit into that. And then shirts all have to be XL t-shirts. Everyone still buys me large, but large is super tight on me and very uncomfortable. And that Superman shirt is very tight on me, you know. No, because honestly, I couldn't do it justice like y'all did. Y'all really did a good job. Rule 2 is very good. Not this guy. Oh, do I? Okay. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I am a dad. Hey, man, out of all my friends, I'm the only one still running upstairs. No one else is running upstairs. We brought back our annual flag football team after what, 7 years or something, 8 years of doing it. It's been a while, and the only two people of the original adult team to come back was me and one other guy. Everyone else said they're too old. My younger brother told me he doesn't run anymore. He can't. He can't run anymore. I was like, what do you mean you can't run? If Godzilla attacked the city, I think you'd learn how to run again. But he said he doesn't run anymore. He can't run. Okay. My other brother did. No, he did play. No, he didn't play. I don't think he came. I don't think he played. He may have been feeling too old too. I like those, but I was a kid, so no, I still like them today. I watched them a few years back. They're still good. He's a really nice guy. Oh, hello again, Steve. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, I have. I thought Saga of the Seven Sons was really good. Kevin J. Anderson gave me book one of on hardback to me once when I first met him. Trying to hold my breath. Yes, I have. That's funny. Dadgummit, still got the hiccups. That's funny. Yeah. My buddy Wes from Prince of the Universe, he's I think a year younger than me or whatever, and he can barely get up the stairs. He grabs both sides of the rail and hoists himself up one at a time. And the thing is, for the longest, he was in better shape than me. Like he used to lift weights. I think he still goes to the gym, but he says his back's all twisted up now and he hurts a lot. Like he needs the cushy chair. He can't sit in anything when we do the podcast up here. He needs this chair, which I give him because he's old. But he cracks me up. He cracks me up. He says his back is gone and whatnot. But I mean, eventually it's gonna. Excuse me, it's gonna happen to me too. But all right, hold my breath while I read the other ones. I don't know what that is. No, my last home project was exchanging fluorescent lights with LED. That is not easy. Everyone said it was super easy. I'm paying an electrician next time. It was 3.5 hours. It was awful. It was awful. I am gonna my AC broke again after 3 visits from these bozos who fixed it last year. It didn't even last a year and it's still breaking down. And he came in to do a podcast with me. I showed him what they did. I said, yeah, they fixed it here. And we walked in and it wasn't running. I was like, it's not running. He went, do you have it on? I said, yes, it's broke again. And then he goes, okay, because can I tell you something? I said, yeah. I said, just by looking at it, I know what it is. I said, what? And he pointed out several little things. And it never gets cool in the dining room. It's cold. It can get cool throughout the house, but the dining room is so. That's originally why I called the AC people, because it was really warm in the dining room. All of a sudden, we used to get good air, but now it's really warm. And he goes, I think I can tell you what's wrong. And he showed me all this stuff just by looking at it. And then he showed me and kind of taught me about AC units. And I was like, I mean, some of the stuff is like super obvious. Like, I'm very confident I could do everything he said. There's some special tape. You have to put it on the duct. The tape around the duct was just open. Like he could stick his whole hand in the side of it. He went, Matt, he said, have you ever noticed how it's cooler in this part of the attic than when you go walk down that way? I went, well, yeah, I just thought that was because it's next to the door. He went, no, this door will seal it. He said, it should be just as warm. He said, but I'm here and I'm not really sweating that, man. He said, air is just shooting out of the air duct. It's not that special tape has come loose on the top and the side. I mean, big gaps. They drilled a hole to put a camera down in there. He said, that's normal, but they didn't put tape over the hole. And then further down, there's loose tape where the AC cold air is just blowing out. He said it's been like this for a while because older units like this, older duct tape work. He went, so they've been here 3 times. They never noticed this. He said, it's right here. And I went, no, they never even noticed it. So we fixed one big problem. And the other one, he wants to give me a new, I don't know what the term is, some kind of valve floater that would work a lot better. And he's going to go get it for me. He works on AC units. And so he couldn't come this weekend. Hopefully, he said he's going to come later on this week. I said I'd pay him because I want it fixed. And it's working right now. but it's blowing cold air in the attic. Bunch of morons. So, and I ran into the actual owner at the festival today I went to. And I almost told him off, but he didn't recognize me because it's been a year, almost a year. He didn't recognize me. He talked to me in August. But I looked dead in his eyes. I knew who he was. I was so mad. But I was like, you know what? He's out here enjoying some time with his family. I'm not going to chew him out. But I hate that guy. They're never. In fact, when my buddy comes over to fix it, I'm going to give him another one. I'm going to give this company another 1-star review. They're so awful. So awful. So, but I did tell my buddy I'd pay him to come over and fix it. In fact, well, I doubt he could come over any sooner. I have another friend who fixes AC units. He's just been really busy. But if he could come by earlier, I'd get him to come by and help me out too. I'm trying to get rid of hiccups. Well, I hear that. You are right. Oh my gosh. And I want to see that movie. No, I will not have any time off. Dang it. Is it playing in my area? It is. Oh, I really want to go see the Muppet movie. It's not going to happen. I'm too busy. Dang it. There's no way that happens. There's no scenario. I got to watch the kid both nights. Oh, I hate that I'm going to miss that. I totally forgot about the Muppet movie. I love the Muppet movie so much. Oh, to see that in theaters would be a dream. A dream. Oh my gosh. Yeah, do it yourself. Perhaps. But what I didn't like is most of the time 3PO was with Leia and R2 was with Luke. The droids together didn't have much time. Sometimes they had their own storyline, you know, with Lando and Black Fleet Crisis, or on their own, but sometimes they got ignored. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh yeah, dude. Fresco. I write them down on a calendar. Fresco, Viticulture, Empire's Age Discoveries, Meteora, Century Spice Road, Raiders of the North Sea, Yato, Smur, Voyages of Middle Earth. Oh, Smur is a great game. That's the one I didn't talk about. That's like How to Train Your Dragon. I killed. That was the one game I dominated in for the night. Such a great game. I completed so many Dragon Quests at the very beginning. I had such a big lead. They just couldn't catch up. I can't remember where I was. Yato, I can't remember. Anyway, I played a ton. I think about 10. I think. So much fun. I won't get to play for another 3 weeks, though. Or 2 if I can play with Kelly. Oh, hey. To keep the ice cream fresh in the container, I'm not playing. Get wax paper. Wax cooking paper that your mom bakes cookies on. Cut it. And then just fit that wax paper. Oh, it's okay if it sticks out. But fit it over the top of your container. The ice cream will always remain soft when you get it out. Because when you open it up for the first time, you know how it's soft? That's because it was sealed. When you put it back on, it doesn't seal it. moisture still gets in, and that's why it's hard afterwards. But if you put the wax paper, I do this all the time, over on top of it and cover the lid, the wax paper seals the ice cream. And then every time you open it again, it's still soft, like the first time you bought it. Try it. It'll blow your mind. I don't even know who told me that. I just did it. I started doing it again this year. My wife's like, why are you putting wax paper on it? I said, it keeps it soft. She went, how did you know that? I went, I don't know. Someone told me a long time ago, maybe my mom, but we never did that as kids. So I must have read it somewhere because I surely didn't come up with that myself. I mean, I don't know. We'll never, he wasn't, remember at the time, he was never going to make it. I know they said he had an idea, but he also was, right before he sold the company, he said he would never make another Star Wars film again. He didn't want to do it anymore. Oh, yeah. After a while, they just kind of dropped that too. That's true. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I tried to get my nephew to come over, but he ghosted me. He doesn't want to. If it's a movie, he's there. He's here for movie night. He doesn't play board games with me anymore. And in the games I wanted to play that are high on my list now, the Firefly big box game. I want to play all the expansions of that because I haven't yet. What else I have? Oh, I love Ultimate Railroads. I just love it. Kind of want to play that one again. What else? Spartacus. It's time for another Spartacus game. Some of my favorites. Not interested. Not interested. Decent movie, but I'd rather see the Muppet movie. I don't think he would have made them, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, it'll work. It'll work. Not. Yes, I believe so too. I believe that's Dark Greetings, but anyway. Dang. Now you got me wondering. Anyway, but those are the games I want to play now. Of course, I want to play TI4 again. I thought about putting that game out there, but if I play that game, I play maybe 2 other games afterwards. Because TI4 is a good 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. most likely heavy on the 4, 5, 5.5. And I was thinking, man, I could get 4 games played in that time. So I thought about playing more games. I wouldn't say it was quantity over quality because we played quality games, but quality over a perfect 10 game because I love Twilight Imperium. I will play it again this summer, sooner rather than later. It's itching for me to play again. The fan expansion that they were going to get printed out called Discordant Stars did not get made. And it's not coming out. I got my full refund, nothing sketch. But it bummed me out because we were going to be playing it all because it would have been in my hands by now. And we would have been playing it all throughout the summer. Like I had the old, they're now in college and they're here for the summer. And if I would have had it, they would have come over, they said, every weekend to play TI4, the fan expansion. So missed out on some greatness there. But I still got one game in me for the summer. And then, of course, I'm going to play at the end of the year again. But I definitely am itching to play that one again. And then a lot of the new games I got in, I haven't played any. Oh, I played one of them. But I haven't played many of them since I did my reviews on them. So I always like to go back and play them some more, so they don't get in the past, they've kind of gotten lost in the shuffle. They get played a few times, then two to 3 times, and then I review it. And then I don't play it again for the year. Some of them fall through the cracks. So I wanted to play through at least all of them once. The ones I haven't played through again. There's one I'm really loving, but I'll probably play through a lot of those. And there's another one that I may buy some extra stuff for it because I'm liking a few of those even better than I did the first time. I don't know where I was on this. Thank you. That's better. Yeah. We'll never know, though. Yeah. He said that to Stephen Colbert in his interview. I remember that. I have avoided scam. I've been involved with a few scams, but I got my money back. What was it called? I can't remember, but it was something with dogs, and it was a total scam. It was a total scam because they kept delaying it. Then they put these add-ons for this card game version, and then they did add-ons for this and add-ons for that. I was like, because the add-on, you got to give us a few more months. I was thinking it's a scam, and I said, "Is this a scam? Is it? No, not a scam. We're really making this." I went, "Okay." And then I said, and then I emailed him and said, "Hey, if it's not a scam, I'm sorry, I want my money back." He went, "Sure, but it's not a scam." And and then after a while, people kind of realized this is a scam. And then, of course, boom, took the money and ran. He was still getting tons of money for the cards, so he couldn't afford anyone to rock the boat. So he was giving refunds because he had the money coming in. So he granted a few refunds, and then when a bunch of requests started coming in to get refunded, he stopped it and took off. I can't remember the name. It was something with dogs. What was another scam? I feel even though they did finally get it out, what was it called? When right before, what was their names? Oh my gosh, Tasty Mitchell Games before they went under. I was one of the last one. I got my Luna Deluxe Edition in, and that was the last. The other games they couldn't make, and that was the last one they pushed through. And I forgot, but I almost kickstarted the expansion to Crusaders They Will Be Done, but I didn't, and that's when everything fell through. So I've been very fortunate to avoid great dilemmas like that. But what was it? What was that coffee game? They finally did bring it out, but I will never. I even did a video about them. I can't remember what it was called, but I will never back another game from them again. It was 3.5 years. And it was excuses after excuses after excuses. And I thought, man, this is a scam. And I got my money and I was safe. But eventually they did come out with it. But I don't want it. They're saying, hey, guys, we're probably going to do a second printing. Not interested. But of course, lately there's been a lot of things that burned me out from Kickstarter. And I did a video on this, Rob, about the people I won't be kickstarting from again or will ever. Queen Games, they're gone now. Gone now. I think they're super abusive with the Stefan Vale games, even though I do love Marrakesh. And got the hiccups back again. Nothing I can do on that. Let me see. What other? Hold on. Let me see something real quick. But I also think that Stefan Feld is also responsible. Ooh. Because he knows exactly that the customers are getting fleeced. And he doesn't say anything because he took his money and ran. He took his check and ran. Yep. Let me catch up with some of these comments while I holdeth my breath. Michael, this July, DC United. And that's going to be what? $400, $500, the all in. But I'm saving that. I did not buy anything for my birthday. That's going to be my birthday present. I have not gone out to eat unless a Sam's slice of pizza for $2.50 counts. I have cut down on everything. Really cut down on everything. My spending, because I'm ramping up to cobble together the money to pay for DC United. I will back that day one. It was a fun movie back in the day, but I don't have any interest in seeing it. And I think that's it, Michael. I'm trying to stay away too of it just because of money reasons. I got to keep everything tight. But upcoming on the channel is going to be a remake of a classic board game that I review. The next week after that is a more heavier style Euro, but not that heavy. And one I've enjoyed, and that I can't say the name of it. I don't want to spoil my review. But that is one that is very high on my list to get back to the table, because I played it a few times, enjoyed it, but I think this is one that will really, really be high on my list the more I play it, the more I'm thinking about it. And I did get some extra stuff for it. So, like I think I reviewed the expansion with it, but then I got like an extra little deck of cards, and I'm wanting to play the whole thing again. But I did a review on it, and yeah, and then what? 3 weeks away. This is all in the month of June. Oh yeah, there's one. It's a massive game, like a deluxe edition. And I don't even have the base version of it, but we bought the deluxe and the expansion. And my younger nephew came over and played a few games with me. One night, he spent the night, and this was the game we played. And the first time we played, we looked at each other, and he went, because usually I say, hey, guys, let me play this at least one more time, because sometimes they're my guinea pigs, to test it out. And he looked at me, he went, can we play this again? I said, yes, I got to review this, so we're playing it again. And then we played a third time. This is one of his favorite games. He hadn't played that much with me, but he loves it. Then after that is one of my Kickstarters that came in that is a lot of fun. And that's another. This is another game I want to get back to the table soon. Then an expansion to what's quickly becoming one of my favorite games. Oh, that's July. I've got a lot of things. And then I did a reprint of a game I have, but traded away my regular one for the deluxe and decided to do another review for it. And then the one I just recently filmed for July, I'm trying to get ahead because in June, my workload is so heavy. I'm happy. I love being busy at work. I love it. But it's so heavy that it was really nerdy. I bring home my stuff to study. Usually I like to have, and I do. I don't wear myself out. I'm not a workaholic, but I like to be prepared. And it doesn't hurt me to read over a few things. So it takes away from my time. And so for the month of June, I will not have time to film anything. So I got ahead in June and then started getting ahead into July only because I'm a few weeks ahead in July. There's a new expansion that just came out, and I'm going to review that one. Well, we already played it a couple of times, so maybe I can go ahead and review it. Anyway, what was I saying? Forgot. Oh, so anyway, I'm trying to get ahead again because after June is done, I'll be and August comes around, I'll be off 2 weeks. And I don't think I'll be filming anything for the month of August either. So I kind of got to hustle in July to get August done. So I'm trying to stay a little bit ahead. Rewatches as well. I'm trying to stay ahead on all that because I don't want to fall behind. Man, it is storming right now. No, I did that weed killer this morning. It should stay. Yes, I think that's the worst thing about things today. Is that the one you showed me? That was interesting. Yeah, I'm just trying to hold off on everything. Oh, because on the expanded universe, we talked about Alex and I did a series called Most Emotional Moments in the EU. That's what me, Meg, and Ryan talked about. Huh, Meg Ryan. Get that double entendre there. What was the other thing? We talk about something else, a very short topic, but went back to most emotional moments on the expanded universe. Oh, look, there he is. There he is, the man of the hour. It's a good one. Oh yeah, I'll have time for that. Oh yeah, yeah, that was the one then. But yeah, I'm just trying to hold off on them. But anyway, on theexpandinguniverse.com this month, Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw Productions. By the way, folks, he interviewed Joe Bongiorno live last night for 5 hours because you can't talk for Joe for any less than that because he's such a great guy. So you may want to check out that interview, Stupid Chainsaw Productions. Jeremy is also from Stupid Chainsaw Productions, doing a series with me. We talk about underrated comics in the expanded universe. So that is for the month of June, with a bunch of articles too. So anyway, I think that's great. Scott, we need to do something. Maybe I need to team up with Scott for the next collaboration or the one after that because I've already got my collaboration for July down. Scott, we'll have to talk about it. I know, but I'm trying to, you did. That's the one maybe you sent me for. But yeah, DC United is going to get my money. I'm not going to lie. And other than that, we'll see. But anyway, I am going to go. I've got some cleaning to do, and then I'm just going to go to bed. What a boring night, right? But you folks have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will talk to you next time.